baby.
Let's go, son. Do it.
Yeah. Turn on a couple of lights. We are out.
You ready?
Okay, let's roll.
Let's
Ready
do
to
it.
hit the ocean.
Let's go, as they say. Let's go with the go.
Go with the go. Let's go with the go. I got my lights right there. Perfect. Yeah, we had Dramamine right here. The weak kind. Everything. Got this.
Light the stuff in the fridge, though.
Okay. Ooh, what is this? This is disgusting. Somebody drinks
protein
this?
shakes, dude.
Oh. I'd rather have a steak, but okay. That's different. I mean, if you want the drink of a diver athlete.
We're not sponsored by Prime. Stop. We're not sponsored by Prime.
Oh god, look at this. So delicious it is. There you go.
Let's do it. Alright, we're gonna get there at 7:23. Supposed to be there 7:15 to 7:30, so that's pretty good.
Hi everybody. Well,
Okay. Yeah.
one of my favorite operators for
Dan was
ever
filming people.
has been Pura Vida. They're awesome. I dive with them, and I love diving up here because a lot of times we get better encounters than we do in my home birth state of Fort Lauderdale. And today we're going to be diving, all of us, including this guy we're filming right there, Blue World. And guess what we're diving? The Go, which is not quite released to the world yet, but it will be soon. You see him under there, but look at this. This is my point. Look, we have 1, 2, 3. We have 4 rebreathers taking up like no space, which is fantastic, right? It's so easy to get on a boat.
Yeah.
We're gonna clip them onto our normal BCDs. Just clip, 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 and we're gonna be diving. There's Gus, probably as pleasant as ever. Not, but anyway, that's all. Anyway, that's what's beautiful. We are diving a wreck. We are gonna see things, stuff, and I'm with the Blue World team. That's a real treat. And if you turn the camera around, I'm also with my favorite dive buddy, even though I don't like to admit it.
Alright, welcome everyone to the underwater portion of this video. I will be adding some commentary, mainly to add some clarity, because I didn't do a great job recording, you know, the non-underwater part of this video, explaining what we're doing. But what we're doing here is Jonathan and Todd were in town in Florida training with Woody to cross over from the rebreather they're certified in, the Sidewinder, and I think Todd is certified in other units as well. But they were crossing over to the DIVE TALK GO, which is our new chest-mounted rebreather that is coming to the market. Well, depending on where you're watching this, maybe you're watching this in the future, it's already available. DiveTalkGo.com is the website. But the beauty about this unit is that it mounts right on your chest, on your existing open circuit, you know, rig, basically. You notice here Woody is diving here in perfect trim. He's looking great, and he has a back-mounted single tank with his regular BCD. I think Woody's diving like an Aqualung Dimension in this one. So nothing, not a super technical back plate and wing setup, whatever. No, just your regular open circuit setup. Here are these guys filming. And by the way, they're filming because by this point they were already certified on the units. During the training, we didn't film, and that's why we don't have any videos of the training they did in the pool, confined water, and the training we did at Tiger Tail Lake, which was done the day before this took place. This dive that you're seeing right here took place. So by this point, they had already the time and the skills with Woody, who was their instructor, and they were already certified. So this was a dive for fun. You notice that we're drifting right in the West Palm Beach area. We're diving the corridor, which is 3 wrecks that are separated, but you're basically carried by the current from one wreck to another. So here we are trying to hit wreck number 1, and we're just drifting with the current. You notice that Jonathan here in blue, he's diving the Go, is that rebreather in his chest, and is completely closed circuit. There's no bubbles. None of us have bubbles. We're all on the same rebreather, Dive Talk Go. And you will notice some other divers along the way, they are on regular open circuit. That's the beauty about this unit, right? You are set up just like if you're diving open circuit, and at the last second, you know, you just strap it on your chest, and then you have a completely closed circuit rebreather on your chest. The back tank, the one on your back, it's only for emergencies. You would bail out to it if your rebreather fails to work, or if it floods or something bad happens to it. It's not very common, but if you have an issue and your rebreather stops working, here's Woody, you can see his tank on the back, he would just bail out to that tank. So for the entire duration of this dive, which was an hour or plus, the entire duration of this dive, our tank was full. So every time you see a tank on our back is full, and we use it again for emergency bail out. We can also use it to share air with a buddy. So if somebody comes to us who's open circuit and, you know, basically gives us a signal that he's out of air, we can share air with them. And also for diluent, for the rebreather. But for the most part, the tank is completely full. So here we found a wreck. We're swimming inside of it. We're doing some light penetration, I would say. And I'm looking for holes, nooks, and crannies, anywhere that I can get into, because obviously the 4 of us are cave divers. We're always looking for, like, is there any tunnel or anything we can go through that looks interesting? And, you know, we were all together, the 4 of us cave divers, so we're always looking for that. So I found this right here. Okay, so this tunnel opens to the right and to the left.
Ooh.
Yeah, looks awesome. So I'm like, yeah, guys, come on, let's do it. I found a tunnel. Follow me. There are some open circuit divers. As you can see, there's some bubbles there. So I start heading down this tunnel. Now, this tunnel is completely full of silt. If you notice, the bottom of it is all that brown silt. So I have to basically follow the same techniques that I follow when I'm cave diving. Be in proper trim, use frog kicking, don't disturb the silt. The walls also have silt, but if you just follow what we do when we're cave diving, cave exploring, etc., we should be fine. So I head in first, guys behind me, but notice that I'm not even laying a line in here because there's this massive openings on this wreck. This wreck was caught on purpose for divers. You notice there's a giant hole on the left, giant hole on the right. Like, there's no, you know, places in here that you can get lost. I mean, I guess you could get lost. Like, you see there's some pipes in there. Maybe not lost, but trapped. So, like, if you don't have the proper trim or whatever, maybe you silt this whole place out and don't have any visibility, and then you start flailing, like, lose your cool and get, you know, your BCD caught into one of these pipes or something. Like, I can see how you could have an accident. I don't want to downplay it and tell people, like, yeah, go penetrating everywhere without the proper training. No, of course, we're in an overhead environment, but we had the equipment and the training to do so. So definitely, if you don't have that, don't go exploring inside of wrecks in overhead environments, because you can get lost and die, you know, have a bad accident. So don't do that. But in this case, you know, this wreck was wide open, light coming in through all these holes. I also had a flashlight, of course, so we felt pretty confident about exploring this one. Jonathan and Todd, as I mentioned, are already certified in the unit, so this is fun. You won't see them doing any skills. They've already proven themselves through here. They were certified on their Dive Talk Academy, which is our new agency, and they were the first 2 divers actually certified through the agency besides me and Woody, which is pretty awesome. See holes in the ground, holes in the ceiling. I don't know if I pan the camera up, but you can see there's holes above me. And I mean, this wreck was awesome to go exploring. The main issue, I think, in this wreck is that there were so many places to go that I completely lost track of time, and I got us, I got all of us separated from our group. So we were on the boat, we jumped in, and we were splitting 2 groups. I think it was 2 groups of 8 or 2 groups of 10, something like that. And they told us, you know, like, we have X amount of minutes in this wreck, and then after that, we're all going to go together to the next wreck. And because we started exploring all over the place, I lost track of time. Here I am shining my light. Oh, they're still down there. Why didn't they come behind me? So I went back and got them to go through the tunnel. I'm like, dude, I told you, go through the tunnel. And they follow behind in the tunnel finally. But by the time we were done swimming through this tunnel, notice I'm shining my light down there. Visibility is still great. So they followed suit behind me. So this is Jonathan Bird coming through. He was second in the line. And you can see he's doing a great job. Perfect trim. Perfect frog kicks. Just moving in through this little tunnel. Not disturbing any silt. Then Todd right behind. And Woody will be last in the line in here. But the point is, because we were having all the fun exploring all these little secret tunnels inside the wreck, we lost track of our group. And Woody's going to point that out in a few seconds here, where he says, hey, we have to go back. And he was 100% right. I totally lost track of that. Fortunately, Woody and I have done this dive before, and we kind of remembered the general direction where the other wreck was supposed to be. Now, obviously, that direction really matters based on the current. If the current is going in a different direction, then we would have just aborted the dive, like not try to reach it. But fortunately, the current was going in the direction of the other wreck. So there's Woody telling me, hey, we have to go back. And we were able to connect with all the other divers in our team. You can see Woody's there, and we also have Todd and Jonathan. And you can see everyone else is blowing bubbles, but we are closed circuit. That's the beauty of it. By the way, those of you wondering, like, okay, besides not blowing bubbles, what's the point of this thing? Well, because the tank on the back is only used for emergencies, for your bailout, that means that you will be able to stay down there for the entire duration of the dive. And what I mean by that is, when I started diving, I was one of the guys who always seemed to run out of air faster than everyone else. By the way, this guy, huge fan of Dive Talk on the boat, did a great job underwater. He looked awesome. I don't know if he's a cave diver or not. I don't think we talked about that, but he looked legit. He was great. But anyway, the point is, I always went down, and like 30 minutes into the dive, I'm like, man, I'm low on gas. Like, what's going on? And everyone else seems to be able to do an hour plus, and I can only do 30, 40 minutes. Like, what's up with that? Well, with the Dive Talk Go, you don't have to worry about that part, right? Because you're not breathing your tank. You're just enjoying the dive, and you can hang out with everybody else. You can do a 2-hour drift dive. Something that for a lot of people seems impossible. Like, me doing a 2-hour dive? What are you talking about? You can do it with a Go, no problem. So this next piece, I decided to leave in because I didn't know where to, like, I thought about making a short out of it, but I just didn't know where to put it. It doesn't have to do with the dive. This is just me trying to show how I deploy an SMB, or a surface marker buoy, this orange thing. How I deploy that when you're in a rebreather. And here I am kind of like hovering right around 15 feet, 5 meters. And I'm going to use my long hose regulator to inflate this SMB. Now, I'm going to dedicate this one to all the YouTubers that don't want to upload anything unless they're perfect. I make mistakes, and if I record them, I'm going to post them up. I don't care about the criticism. So here I am inflating my SMB, and whoop, uh-oh. My spool just slips out of my hand. I don't remember the last time that happened, but it does happen. And fortunately, the current on the surface and the current where I was, like 5 meters below the surface, 15 feet below the surface, were about the same speed. So it managed to fall back right into my hand. So I wasn't happy about it. You can see I'm a little frustrated. Like, that was so stupid. It happens. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. And there's the footage to prove it.
I know we did too. service, let me tell you. Oh, nice.
How about that?
Wow.
Flat out.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome, sir. Welcome back.
Want me to take those?
Sure, you sure can.
Woody, come in. Can Woody come in? All right, come on in, Woody.
Welcome back, Todd.
Come on, Zach.
What's that?
On the ladder.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back.
Thank you. It was awesome.
Barbara. Elena. Deb. Nope. Deb. Nope. Okay, Mondo.
Yo.
Evan. Farhad. Farhad. Okay, great. Evan.
Here.
Kevin.
Here.
Mike.
Here.
Rick.
Here.
Robert. Heidi.
Here.
Woody.
Here.
Jonathan.
Here.
Gus.
Here.
Todd. Kai. John. G.
Here.
And Lee.
Here.
We did it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That was great. Working out our procedures.
Ladders are up.
I love the 3 wrecks. I love
Yeah,
that
no,
wreck
that
track.
is a cool dive.
So cool.
Glad we were able to find them.
Yeah. When you swam off after the first one, I'm like, what is he doing?
Well, that's because
Did
our
you listen to the
first
brief? Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I was like, our hook is still on the wreck. Oh, no, wait, that's the second group.
Yeah, that's